Welcome. I hope that you are doing well. By the end of this video, you will know how to sell multiple items in one listing on eBay. Let's get started. So there are two main ways to list multiples of items on eBay. The first way is if you have this more than one of the same item. So the example here would be these blue dry erase markers. Let's say you had 74 of those to sell. You would create one listing and then put the quantity as 74 so that whenever somebody comes to purchase this, they can put in as many as they want to purchase, up to the number that you have available. So that's the first way. The second way is if you have different variations of the same item. So for instance, the example here would be this elastic. And you can see they have purple listed here, but they have a drop-down menu, so different colors of this elastic. And you could select black and changes the picture. So now you're purchasing that. Or you wanted to select gray, you could select that. And so this is called a variation listing. And this is the second way to list more than one of a similar item. So we're going to go through both. Let's go back to the first example. And this is the easiest one. So if you had, let's say, these markers to sell, you scroll down here to the left and you just click Sell Now. And this will pull up the item listing page, and it will autofill everything that from the previous item. You can change any of this if you would like. I'm going to scroll to the main section that we want for this video. I'll add a picture real quick so you can see that it includes the picture. And so if you want to sell multiples of this item, you keep scrolling past the description. You want to make sure that the format of your listing is fixed price. And then right here you have a price. You want to fill that in. Let's say $9.99 for this item. And then so this is the main lesson for the video. The quantity. So this is where you list how many you have. So let's say you have 15 of those, and that now it's going to do the same thing you saw in the previous listing. Make sure that sell as a lot. You want to keep that unchecked. So do not check that. And just scroll down if you want to preview it to make sure that it's correct. You just click preview and then it will pull up. And you can see now it's got the quantity 1 and 15 available and the price of $9.99. And again, I took my picture, so that's good there. So now you can see that's how you list multiples of one item, and so that you don't have to create more than one listing for each item. So that's the first way. And let's go to the second way. So the second way is to have different variations of the same item. And we'll create what we call a multiple variation listing. Before you do that, you want to check these two pages to make sure that the category that you're listing in will work for the multiple variation that you are making. And again, I'll leave links in the description below for this page and for the next page. But you can see it has all of the categories that are allowed. And you can see there's a lot of categories here. This keeps growing as there's different variations of things. And then this page gives a little more information on multiple variations. So again, you can I'll put the link to both of these in here, and you can see some of the rules for each one. For instance, each listing can have 5 variation details and up to 60 values. So things like that will kind of help you guide you as you're making your multiple variations. Okay, so those links will be in the description below. And let's go back to our example. So we want to create a listing that looks like this, where the customer can select which color they would like of something. So for the example, I'm gonna use these 3 markers to point out how to do this. So we've got a blue, a red, and a green marker. And now you can do this, for some items, you can do it the way we did it before, where, say you found a listing that's similar. So I've got these dry erase markers, and then you go down here and click Sell Now. Now, in the past, I have had problems with doing it this way. And I think it's because when I click Sell Now, it pulls up an item listing that is going to show you with the UPC. And so I've noticed that sometimes this doesn't work to do it this way. And I think it's because of the UPC. You can comment below, let me know if you've had similar problems with that. So again, this is not my recommended way to do this. So my recommended way would be to go to eBay. And then, so if you want to make a multiple variation listing, click on sell. And it depends on what kind of account you have, but it'll most likely take you to your account page that looks like this. And then right here, you're going to have create a listing. And then we're going to create a single listing. So create a single listing. And then it's going to ask me what I'm selling. You can see I've got some drafts all ready to go. And let's just say that the category that I'd like to do is the business office presentation dry erase boards. Okay, so now I've got my category, and now we've got the listing page. So this is the main page where you're going to want. If you have your product, you can look for it, but I found that, again, that it's easier to get this to work this way. So let's say I've got a blue, red, green, dry erase markers. Now, I'm selling one at a time, so you want to make sure you can put the keywords in the listing title, but you're going to want to make sure in your description you make it clear that they're only purchasing one of those and that they select that. So we've got our category. So here's where you create your variations. So if you want to create your colors, you just click on create variations. And again, if you don't see that button, it's because that category probably doesn't allow it. So you want to just double check that. So you can see they give us a couple attributes. So that's like the different kinds of things. So we want to do it by color. So I want to click on add, and you can see there's nothing there for color. So I'm going to click on add your own attribute, and it's going to give me a drop down, and I'm going to want to do it by color. So I will save that. And so we've got the color there. And then you want to make sure you click on that so it turns gray. So I've clicked on color, and then the options is create your own. And I've got a blue option, and I'll click on add. Then you'll also want to add your other options. So red, add, and then green. And make sure you click this add button, otherwise it won't save it. So we've got our options, and it'll show it over here. And we can rearrange these options in the listing if you want. I like that order, so that's good. And then you're going to click on continue. And so now you see it's got 3 variations. The colors are blue, red, and green. And so the first photos that you upload are what's called default photos. And the default photo is the photo that will be seen for all of the listings. It's just one listing, sorry. So it's the main photo that you'll have for that. So I'm going to click on, this is where you would probably put all 3 of the color or all the variations if you want to. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it so they can see the different options. So, and then you're going to want to click, so it says add variation photos, and instead of using the default, so that's that photo we just put there, click on color, or the variation you listed, and now it's going to give me options for each one of these. So let's say somebody wants to see the blue option when they drop down, they want to see the blue. So that would be the blue option, and it'll load the photo. Red, I would click on red. And again, I'm adding the photos so that now when someone is about to purchase, they see that their color is pulled up. Okay, so then you can add as many of each color as you want, but I've got one of those in there. So I keep scrolling, and then here's where we add more details. So this is the combinations, and you see it's got the photos for each color, and we've got the blue, the red, and the green. And you can change how many you have of each one. So let's say I have 8 of the blues, 81, and then we've got maybe 3 of the reds and 2 greens. And so this is how you can keep track of your inventory, and you can always edit this later if you have more inventory come in. Price, I will go ahead and just let's say you want to sell each one for a different price. You could sell them for the same price, like say $10, or you could sell them for different prices. So say $10, $8, and $5. So now this one listing will show each of the colors with the different prices. And that's the main way you do this. And if you want to save and preview, you would just click on save and preview down here. And now you're going to see when this pulls up, it's going to have the drop down for the color now. And it's got how many are available. And then you would just click that. The customer can click that and it'll drop down for each one. So, and this one, it looks like they're showing me the one for the green price now. But that is how you do that. And then, of course, when you're done with this page, you would want to hit save and close. And now you're going to be taken back to the main listing page, and it will have your variations listed and all and the rest of the things you want to do. So you want to fill out the rest of the listing, then scroll down to the bottom, and you can hit preview again or list item. So this is the quickest way I found to create multiple variations of the same item. You now know how to sell multiple variations of the same item in one listing on eBay. I wanted to point out that this lesson is part of a complete course that I have available that walks you through A to Z, everything you would need to know about running a profitable business on eBay. I'll put a link in the description box below. If you got anything out of this video, please like and subscribe to this channel where we talk about side hustles, passive income, and entrepreneurship. I thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.